What you believe is typically what you see in life, so where you build your walls determines where your existence will take place. One reason stories, music, and movies move us is because we are given the opportunity to temporarily alter our parameters and let our minds wander freely through the world. When you think about it, we all do this all the time. Never rush through a movie so that we can quickly check off the box and complete it. Instead, we want to experience it. We don't want to rush through to get to the sequel. Instead, we want to be enthralled by emotion, captivated by excitement, and lost in the mystery. Then, when it's over, we retract, the walls come back up, and the rules are reinstated. The question isn't who's enforcing these rules, because that's always us. The answer is always internal. But why is it incomprehensible that the same excitement be inserted into your world? Is it impossible? Why do we have to retreat to this microcosm of our ideal world where we're not rushed and can enjoy the moment? Why does it take a dark room and objects depicted on a small screen for us to feel like it's acceptable to break from this everyday script? There is a strong authoritative line that divides our day-to-day from the imagination, and every second is about pushing that back, never fast-forwarding. We choose to be chased through life by ticking clocks and measured by socially constructed checkpoints, but we can move beyond that, much beyond, and those checkpoints, they're just as imaginary as two talking elephants you set aside 3 hours to watch last night. So by the way, you can escape from a manufactured reality. Being limited to one road while there are countless possible routes is not required. There are elements of a bad movie, but I rather to remind you that nothing in life is predetermined or meant to be. Life is chosen, paths are taken, and sometimes all it takes is a simple reminder that you have the flexibility to change things. To redefine the rules can make all the difference. And when outside at 6:14 a.m. I started to list all the reasons why today is good, which at first seemed awkward because we don't usually walk around thinking to ourselves. But as I thought about it, the benefit of today is good, it became clear. For one thing, what I have at the end of the day is directly related to the choices I make during the course of the day. Consider how powerful that is in and of itself. You know that I am a personification of opportunity, and as I walk down the street, anything that occurs will be because I turned, for example, left. Consider the power in that statement. It creates the possibility of limitless options. Today is fortunate because it is now. I may have made some poor decisions in the past week, month, or year, but guess what? They don't exist where I'm going, and, in fact, they don't exist at all. They might have existed yesterday, but not today. They have served their purpose and offered their insight, so they can vanish. I'm certainly not capable of sitting here and dissecting the meaning of life, but I'm glad to be alive today. Because statistically I shouldn't be here, because so many people were robbed today, because I get to see the sun come up, and because the time will come when that won't be the case. Today is good because I have friends and family to share this ridiculous ride full of ups and downs and all that stuff in between, right? I like today. I'd like to think that there are many things in store for me in the future, some of which will propel me forward and others which will force me to pause and make adjustments. But today I have something entirely different planned, and I intend to see it through. I have the capability and the resources to do this. So I'm off. If excellence were the tallest building in your city, and you tore it apart piece by piece until only the core existed, only that foundation, what you would see? It is courage. Because courage is the thing that gives you a platform to build on. Every starting block is made up of unknowns. Every endeavor, every journey requires courage. The only thing you need to move forward is the guts to acknowledge that life is an opportunity. So be grateful for them, since they are the roots that enable the tree to flourish. Opportunity is all around you. Some individuals choose to ignore it while others decide to look at it. Never close your eyes, because everything around you displays courage. The building you're walking past was started by someone with courage. The music you're listening to was created by someone with courage. Didn't give up, and as a result, your life is now being infused with their creative energy. It is tremendously simple to work harder than the person next to you. It is simple to make sacrifices, and it is simple to step outside of your comfort zone. Courage is the realization that simple and easy are two very different things. You don't need to comprehend theories of relativity in order to be able to perform those tasks, but as a side note, they are incredibly challenging at first and will kill you on the inside. You will be anxious, scared, and self-conscious. Courage is the realization that fear can be overcome, that being anxious turns into excitement, and that what once consumed you will now fuel the fire that risks your life. It takes no courage to move at a constant pace throughout your life. Courage is telling yourself to change. The first setback comes, and the second, and the third, and the fourth. Courage is smiling and moving forward when those obstacles appear. Courage is when your actions take on a life of their own. It is when they embody the winning mentality, when your friends, peers, and other people in your life criticize you because you aren't the same person you were yesterday. And you proceed directly through it, you adapt, you never lose focus on your goals. It takes courage to think about what you want above all else and to take courageous steps toward it day by brave step. Courage is welcoming discomfort today in order to turn it into an advantage tomorrow.